Hello, today I'm going to show you how to manage different tasks for more complex service requests. As an example, I could mention a service request like ordering a new computer or also to create a new account for a new employee. These would be two different types of service requests that would usually need you to manage different aspects of the service requests, advise several people. So what we want to do is make it as simple as possible, put it all in one request. From that point, manage all of our needed tasks in one specific service request. The information that we will need to complete that request will be what needs to be done exactly. So what kind of tasks we will need to complete. Also, who will do what tasks? Is there a due date? Are there any dependencies for each of these tasks? So once we get all of that information, it's really easy just to go into Octopus and put in all the information. So as you can see, we have the field here called due date, which would allow us to put a specific due date for each of these 6 different tasks that we have. I could also decide to add a new one, as an example, to send the invoice to the user once all of these tasks have been completed. So I'm going to put this one as being a follow-up. So once we have all of our tasks, we need to save it. We need to close that screen. I'm actually going to show you how this will look on the web portal for the user that will actually be sending you that specific request. So I'm going to create a new request. I'm going to use the type that we just configured, which was to request some IT equipment. I will select the computer purchase installation. Let's put in the name of the manager. We'll select a requested date, let's say next Monday, the computer type, which is desktop, and also additional software that would need to be installed on that specific computer. The identification of the new employee, which will be using the new desktop, also his title. So from here we can see that the request number is 1072. From the request list we see the 1072 that we have just created. So now let's go back into Octopus and see if our new request just came in. I'm going to go into the new request list. So I'm going to go into the tasks. There is a start date for the first one and there is also a due date. There is no dependencies though, and we can also see that it's currently active. So just to give you an example of how it works, I'm going to complete the first task. So I'm going into my tasks to assign. From here I will be adding an activity. And I will mark my task as being completed. Let's save it. Let's go back into the service request. Let's see what happened to our tasks. As you can see, the status for the first one is now set to completed instead of showing not started like the other ones. There is now a start date for our second task since the first one has been completed, and there is also a due date, and it is active as well. Basically, that's how it works. The assignee or the group that was initially assigned to all of our tasks will then receive their notification telling them that there are tasks that need to be completed by them one by one, depending if they do have dependencies or not.